capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because what's happening in the WNBA right now is bigger than basketball. Caitlin Clark has officially taken over the sport, the headlines, the culture, and even the business side of the league. This rookie isn't just dropping insane numbers, breaking historical records, and pulling millions of viewers every time she steps on the floor. She's exposing the realities of the league, shaking up the system, and forcing changes that players have been begging for years. Today, we're breaking down everything: the on-court dominance, the off-court honesty, the controversies, the jealousy, the skyrocketing ratings, and why Caitlin Clark may be the most important player in the history of the WNBA. Let's get into it. All right, let's dive into the fascinating world of Caitlin Clark and the WNBA, because there is so much to unpack here. The Indiana Fever point guard has been absolutely dominating headlines lately, and it's not just because of her jaw-dropping on-court brilliance, although those moments alone would be enough. At just 22 years old, this rookie has burst onto the scene with a fiery competitive spirit and a fearless way of speaking her mind that has sent shockwaves throughout the league. She's not simply playing basketball, she's making waves everywhere she goes, becoming an undeniable focal point for both her elite talent and her outspoken personality. After being notably passed over by the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, Clark made a smart move. She stepped away for a much-needed sabbatical. That time off appears to have been transformative, because ever since her return, she's been operating on a whole new level, playing with renewed energy, sharper focus, and an undeniable ferocity. Her performances are proving that a strategic reset can be a superpower. She now holds the WNBA rookie assists record with an incredible 232 assists, TS, after a 9-assist explosion on Sunday, and she's on track to shatter Alyssa Thomas's record of 316 assists from last season. Clark's impact doesn't stop with basketball stats. Her arrival has triggered an economic surge unlike anything the Fever have ever seen. Corporate partnerships are up 225%. Every season ticket is sold out. Concession sales are through the roof. 2,826 gallons of draft beer sold, up 740%, and hot dog sales have skyrocketed 300%. Jersey sales for the Fever have soared by an absurd 1,193%, all because of the Caitlin Clark effect. Viewership tells the same story. 18 WNBA games this season have crossed 1 million viewers, and Clark has been in 16 of them. If she's playing, people are watching. But all the excitement hasn't come without drama. In one game, after a missed shot, Clark punched the base of the basket in frustration and was hit with a technical foul for disrespecting the game. Clark pushed back, explaining that her frustration wasn't aimed at anyone. It was just her being a competitor. Later, she even thanked the referee, saying the tech motivated her to play harder. But what really grabbed attention was her brutally honest comment during a post-game interview about the cost of season tickets. When asked whether Lexi Hull might buy season tickets for her family, Clark cut in, "Those are pretty expensive. It's like our entire salary to get those." That single line exposed a massive reality. WNBA players earn shockingly little, despite driving huge revenue and viewership. Clark, the biggest draw in the sport, earns just $76,000 in salary and $338,000 across her 4-year rookie contract. While she earns millions in endorsements, her base pay highlights the staggering pay gap and forces players to rely on endorsement money simply for a normal lifestyle.
See, like 2000, this is a big deal in Indiana, 225% increase in corporate partnerships. You know, every season ticket is sold out.
The reason WNBA pay is so restricted is the decade-old collective bargaining agreement, which sets strict salary caps. But Clark's meteoric rise is shifting the supply and demand dynamic, and fast. The league is suddenly experiencing higher viewership, more fans, more merchandise sales, and massive national attention, meaning players are gaining more leverage than ever before heading into future negotiations. On the court, Clark's leadership and talent shine, but she's also been an incredible teammate. She has passionately supported Lexi Hull, even joking that her social media might become a Lexi Hull fan page. She's also shown appreciation for the power of rest and mental reset, noting, "It's incredible what a month off can do to revitalize someone." This season, she was named AP Player of the Week, a recognition that carries significant weight outside the league's own awards. Still, some argue that Kelsey Mitchell had an equally strong case, given her electric performances and crucial role in closing out games. Mitchell has been a powerhouse all season, and the Fever, who can only keep 6 players, were never going to let her go. As for Rookie of the Year chatter, Clark likely won't win the official award because she played only 2 games in opening week, putting her at a statistical disadvantage. But make no mistake, she is having one of the greatest rookie seasons in WNBA history, rivaling legends like Maya Moore. She might even finish as MVP runner-up, a staggering feat for a first-year player competing against elite stars like Aja Wilson and Brianna Stewart. But let's address the growing tension in the league. There's a visible undercurrent of jealousy, resentment, and animosity aimed at Clark. Whether it's Seattle pulling starters to block her from making history, or Skylar Diggins-Smith appearing to bump into her, the pettiness is becoming hard to ignore. And yet, despite this, Clark keeps producing, keeps breaking records, and keeps elevating the league. All of this controversy highlights a bigger, systemic issue. The league just secured a massive $200, $260 million TV deal, a sign of skyrocketing interest. And a lot of that momentum is directly tied to Clark. Consider this: a nationally televised Liberty vs. Aces game featuring megastars like Aja Wilson and Brianna Stewart brought in 570,000 viewers. But when Clark was involved, viewership jumped to 1.21 million, more than double. The numbers don't lie. Caitlin Clark is the biggest ratings draw in women's basketball. Through all the pressure, Clark has used her platform to advocate for the league even before playing a regular season game, speaking up about players being forced to fly commercial and indirectly helping push the league to change that policy. Her talent, leadership, honesty, and willingness to speak up show exactly why she's so valuable, not just to the Fever, but to the entire WNBA. At the end of the day, Caitlin Clark isn't just a rookie, she's a revolution. She's rewriting the rulebook, pushing the league forward, elevating teammates, breaking records, and forcing long overdue conversations about pay, respect, and the future of women's basketball.
2,826 gallons of beer have been sold.
Wow.
Draft beer. That's an increase of 740%. Hot dog sales up 300%.
Whether you love her, doubt her, or criticize her, one thing is absolutely undeniable. Caitlin Clark is changing the WNBA in real time. And as the numbers keep climbing, the drama keeps unfolding, and the spotlight keeps getting brighter, one question remains. Are the players, the league, and the world ready for what comes next? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in, because the Caitlin Clark era is only getting started.